it's a man.
And thine bark, blessed are all the insects, the pests, the butterflies, for they are God's creatures as well. Blessed are thee, O kiwi, inconspicuous avian of the night. Blessed are those who tend God's nature, the plentitude of punga, the clusters of keru, divine rivulets of water, healing, cleansing.
My God. Hun, it's me. I found one. Well, you better believe it. It's in the stream. No wreckage I can see. Oh, all right then, I'll try.
Excuse me. What galaxy are you from? What galaxy you come from?
Chut, je me concentre là. Je me concentre.
As I expected, it doesn't understand English. Its spacesuit is not suitable for terrestrial conditions. I'm just going to get you a jacket.
Complètement fou, hein. Complètement taré.
Are you filming?
Yep, rolling.
Here we go. A few months ago, on a quiet suburban dead-end street, a strange phenomenon manifested itself. Members of each household became mentally deranged. How's that?
Are you going to say it like that?
Yeah, right.
You sound like some wanker from the BBC.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Oh. God, you've thrown me now. What do I say?
Dysfunctional.
Ah, yeah, okay. What was causing this dysfunctional behaviour? And why was it happening simultaneously? Was it by design? Or accident? Or what? The truth has yet to be found. My name is Russell Smite, and I intend spending the next few months getting to the bottom of it.
Hang on.
What?
A few months?
Yeah?
You said a week.
Oh, come on, George. This is investigative journalism. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
And could you please open the window? There's a terrible smell in here.
You try living in a car with no facilities. Let me take you back to the beginning. It all started the day I decided to end my life.
I wouldn't go up there if I were you.
Why not?
They're all loopy, wacko fruitcakes. The health department should get off their backsides. They should incarcerate the lot of them. Troops, attention. Shoulder, arms. About turn. Quick, march. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
There I was, a useless journalist with writer's block,
both kids growing up and left home. And on top of all that, my wife was having an affair. So, I planned to take a hike into the bush and keep on walking.
Bloody council. Filthy buggers. Off for a tramp, are we?
You could say that, yeah.
It's just me asking, but when was the last time you brushed those teeth?
This morning. Why?
Wouldn't want you to get caught short in there. Soft or medium? You might look more like a soft to me.
I don't think they'll be necessary.
Can never be too careful, mate. Got to keep those gnashes white and gums germ-free. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I better get going before
All right.
the weather turns nasty on me.
Just be sure not to spit any of that toothpaste in the creek, eh?
I'm getting a really strong signal.
Normalcy was obviously not a premium around here. I could feel the walls closing in on me. The gremlins squeezing my head. Tighter and tighter. There seemed no way out.
Good evening.
Morning, actually.
What's it like outside?
Bit cloudy.
Great day to start the film, wouldn't you say?
So, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, why not a documentary film? So, I have enlisted the help of my dear old mate George here, who is a cinematographer par excellence.
I'd wait till I've read the manual if I were you.
So, as I was saying, what we need to do is to get to know these people, gain their confidence, and then we can look for clues in their medical background.
Are you sure you want to go ahead with this?
Yeah, of course.
Hang on,
Focusing.
I'm not ready.
Oh, hurry up, there's someone coming. Right, are you recording?
I have been from the beginning.
Why didn't you say so?
I did. Rolling means recording.
Can I help you?
Oh, good morning, madam. I wonder, could I have a brief word with your husband? You see, I'm writing a book about aliens from outer space, and I understand he's quite an expert on the subject.
Well, he doesn't want any publicity.
Oh.
Who is it, hon?
Oh, it's about the aliens. Won't take a second.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
What about them? He wants to know. Hey, no cameras.
Oh, we're just getting a couple of photos for the book.
Book? What book?
Space critters on Earth's doorstep.
Space critters?
I can always change the title if you'd like. I mean, something more literary. An alien at my table, something like that.
Look, I'm just going to have to ask you and your mate to bugger off.
Morin, look, I'm sorry. He's a bit stressed at the moment. We're expecting another visitor from Andromeda. again.
Andromeda?
Yeah.
Aha. A galaxy far away.
And the last one was way more trouble than it was worth. It spent all its time in the bath eating camembert. But thankfully now is down boarding with Mrs. Oldham and her grandson, Jeremy. And I say good luck to them.
Are they still here?
They're just going, hun. And Jeremy's acting odd. He's been doing really weird things with lettuce.
With lettuce? In the bath?
Not in the bath as far as I know, but she has taken him to a psychologist, but I don't think it's helped.
A psychologist. Uh-huh. You hear that, George? Come on.
Thank you. We're hot on the trail already, George.
Well, that's good. It could mean a very short film.
You see, George, investigative journalism, it's a bit like a jigsaw. You start off and there's all these pieces that don't quite fit, and then you slowly gather more and more information, and suddenly things come together.
Is that right?
What are you doing?
Just checking focus.
Well, come on, let's go.
This was my first big lead, and I wasted no time in following it up.
Look, mind that step. There's a couple more.
And go easy on the porkies this time.
They're not porkies, as you so politely put it. It's investigative license. Oh, good morning, madam. How are you today?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Look, we're making a little film about aliens
Aliens.
from outer space, and I believe you might have one staying with you.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. We do have an Olympic athlete staying with us.
Well, could I speak to it, please?
Her?
Her.
You're not from immigration, are you? This isn't about overstaying.
Do I look as though I'm from immigration, madam? I mean...
Well, she's in the bath and she doesn't like to be interrupted when she's training.
Well, what about a brief word with your grandson? You see, that would be helpful because we're making a little film about homegrown salads as well.
Jeremy, no, he's out seeing his probation officer.
Oh. Well, with you then? It won't take long, I promise.
No way. I haven't done my hair.
Oh, madam. I think your hair looks absolutely stunning the way it is.
You'll have to mind the mess. I'm fixing the toaster.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no tea for
No
George.
tea for George.
She's a bit busy with the camera.
It would have been shortly after Easter that Jeremy started showing signs,
Yes.
symptoms. Didn't you know?
No thanks.
No, thank you.
What sort of symptoms?
Bonjour. Hello.
Oh, hello.
These gentlemen are making a film.
Oh, un film. Oh là là, ça c'est comme au cinéma, c'est super excitant. Hey, there's no more
Oh,
towels.
I'm sorry, dear. We've run out of towels. Try using your duvet again.
Ok, pas de problème. Oh, ça c'est mon préféré, le camembert.
Mr. Scroot up the road, he seems to think that you are from, how do I put this?
A galaxy far
Oh
away.
non, une galaxie, non, non, non. Hein.
She's from Nice in France.
Non, pas Nice, Nice. Nice.
Oh, Nice, sorry.
That's
she's
nice.
she's an Olympic swimmer.
Yeah,
Now,
absolument.
Judy, synchronized.
But
just
just
one
half.
half,
Yeah,
yeah.
half, because it's hard now with the other half. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Look, while you're here, do you mind if we just have a brief conversation?
it was so nice having a conversation with you too. Hein. Allez, salut.
Well, about your grandson, Jeremy.
Hang on, sorry. The camera's just died.
Well, about your grandson, Jeremy.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
The camera's just died.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Very arty. Well, we'll have to go back and do it again.
We want to get another gander of Camille, do we?
My wife might have wandering eyes, but I, George, am made of sterner stuff. And can you stop filming me, please? That's if you can work out where the on-off button is.
Look, if this is the way you're going to carry on, may I suggest you get someone else to shoot your bloody film?
God, you can be too sensitive for your own good sometimes, George. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going off to charge my battery. I'll see you in the morning, if you're lucky.
Who the hell is that?
It's me.
Oh, go away.
Okay, suits me.
Oh, no. Oh, hang on, George. George, come back here.
I made a considerable effort to get here this morning, Rizal.
What's the time?
It's almost 9.
Oh, God. Oh, I need a shave and something to eat. Oh.
We've got the public toilets in the park.
Yeah, I know, but they don't sell coffee. Now, where are my pants? Oh, hey, turn it off, George. Is nothing sacred round here? Look, next time, can you actually tell me when you're filming? Take a look at that. Interesting. Makes you wonder what goes on in that house.
Hey, look, guys, bought myself a birthday present.
It's not your birthday.
Well, actually, it's for all of us. It's to hide those horrible bathroom noises. Look right here, it's called the Red Dragon Hygienic Frat Muffler.
What the hell is a frat muffler?
Well, according to the instructions, it's for modesty and cleanliness in the toilet. It muffles your toilet noises and it sprays a disinfectant at the same time. There's a choice of flavours. There's blueberry, tangerine, avocado, but my personal favourite here is shepherd's pie.
Oh, I get it. It's not frat. It's a fart muffler.
Right, let's give it a go, shall we? That is brilliant! No more listening to you guys in the toilet. Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
I fail to see how you're going to get a film out of this. Why don't you go home?
She has gone too far for that, George. Yeah, well, you're the one that left. Oh, yeah, but she's out all night.
Well, it's hardly surprising since she's a midwife.
Exactly. The perfect cover. Do you know she's having an affair with her cousin?
You again.
Oh, look, just a few more questions about your grandson and the lettuce. Won't take long, I promise.
So I took Jeremy to the psychologist. Come here, there's more camembert. Anyway, when we got there, we had to wait simply ages while she finished a game of chess. Rude, I thought.
Yes. Checkmate. Well,
this is my grandson, Jeremy. I'm sorry to bother you, but I think he needs help.
So what's his problem? Drugs, bank heists, married women?
Oh, nothing of that sort. It's just that recently there's been a few medical problems in our street.
I'm fully aware of that. My appointment book is full of your local Fruit Loops.
Could it be something in the water, do you think?
Could you come to the point? What is his problem?
He thinks he's a snail.
He thinks he's a snail. He thinks he's a snail. Do you? Well, there you go then. All sorted. Anything else while you're here?
He thinks his name is Gary.
Not the most imaginative of names, but hardly a hanging offence.
And he's ruined my vegetable garden.
Vegetable garden. Ruined. All right then, some details. Any birthmarks, infectious diseases?
I've got a sort of birthmarky thingy somewhere. It's not big.
Quickly, I do have other clients waiting. Let us get this over with.
Did you say lettuce? Lovely day for a gamble in the lettuce patch, wouldn't you say? Any starters?
See what I mean?
Gary, tell me about yourself.
Do you happen to be religious?
What do you mean?
Mine is mainly gastropod worship.
Really?
Let us pray. O great gastropod in the sky, provider of all tasty greenery, protect us from slugs, dearest dust, and all humans wearing gardening boots.
So, what was the prognosis?
Mumbo jumbo. I couldn't understand a word of it.
It seems highly likely that your grandson here has sublimated the dialectic of rationality and irrationality beneath a neurotic manifestation of phylum mollusca. As with Kreplin's paradigm, that you will be familiar with, assuming a non-arbitrary division between sanity and madness, he has created an alternate reality, exploding out of the deep unconscious conflict between the two forms of egoism, the libidinous and the material. Are you with me so far?
Can I claim it on ACC?
Would you mind waiting outside? This situation calls for a certain amount of one-on-one delicacy. Now listen, you little shit. I've been long enough in this game to know when somebody's taking the piss.
If you need to go to the toilet, I don't mind waiting.
How would you like a craniotomy?
Oh, that sounds exciting.
I could throw in some mesotherapy as well. And some chemotherapy. Perhaps some gene therapy. That should keep you quiet for a bit.
Afterwards, when Jeremy told me what went on, I was absolutely horrified. I should never have left.
Now, your snail child here needs specialized help. I'm going to refer him to an expert. I'm going to write the introductory letter.
Thank you.
And that will hopefully sort you out. I'll pop the invoice in the letterbox. Make sure he doesn't eat it.
Yes, here we are. It's to a Professor Segment Fried. We've probably should have gone. Jeremy's had a huge growth spurt since then. He doesn't fit his shell anymore.
Oh, really? Well, never too late. I mean, this Mr. Fried, he might be able to sort things out, get to the bottom of it.
You think?
Absolutely. Do you know what, George?
No, not really. What?
I've been thinking.
Oh, yeah.
I seriously suspect that that woman is not what she makes herself out to be.
And which woman's that?
Well, who do you think? The shrink, of course. The trick cyclist. My sixth sense is telling me that she could be peddling an alternative agenda.
And what agenda would that be?
An alternative one, George. I mean, you think about it. She did nothing to treat that lettuce muncher. I suspect that she's playing a double game.
Really?
I wonder if he's going to dry. Yeah, and then she passes the parcel on to some other wanker. What did she call him? Some kind of expert. What's that tell you?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, don't you see? They could be in cahoots. I mean, it would be in both of their interests to extend the client's treatment financially, huh?
Really?
Yeah, really. I think we'll find out soon enough. I mean, it could be another lead, and as we know, they all add up.
Yeah, add up to what?
Well, a conclusion, of course, George. I mean, it's like all roads lead to Rome.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't look much like Rome.
Oh, here they are. Glad you could find it.
This is my grandson, Jeremy.
Oh, Mr. Snail, I presume.
No, that's Gary. Jeremy's had a growth spurt recently too, haven't you, dear?
Fascinating.
Well, nice to meet you, Jeremy. This is George, my director of photography.
Do we have to do this?
It's all for your own good, dear.
Ta-da! Look at this. This is a little GoPro. It's George's spy camera. Now, under your top there, and I'll just belt, pop that on the belt like that.
Hang on, it's upside down.
Oh, I don't think I should be doing this.
Don't worry, just remember, it's all in the cause of science.
That is so obvious.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
No, don't worry. Do the button up.
Right.
Then, you see, when you sit down, that's all that will be showing. Perfect. Now, where's the switch?
On top. Well, now it's on the bottom.
Oh.
Not that it matters.
There we are. It's all GoPro.
Come on, Jeremy.
Good luck. Well, I reckon we can take a break, eh, George?
What's the point of a GoPro when you can get it from the horse's mouth?
Confirmation, George. I thought that would be obvious. I mean, Since she's seriously bananas, how can we trust her judgment? How do we know that she's not going to twist things to suit her own agenda?
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, I don't know. Do you expect me to carry around a crystal ball or something?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
There's no tomato sauce.
A snail. Well, well. Do you know, when I was younger, I thought I was a weevil. Yes, a weevil. Imagine that. Oh, how rude of me. Sustenance before we begin. A small tincture, gin, brandy, whiskey perhaps.
I'll have a gin.
No, you won't, Jeremy. Nothing for me, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, please, call me Fred. You know why? Because I am afraid of nothing. Small joke. No. So, you live in the street with the Lucas. Must be some great mystery up there, huh?
Yes. Our neighbour Bishop Lott, who runs the fish and chip shop, offered spiritual guidance. But you weren't keen, were you, Jeremy?
Understandable. I had quite an aversion to bishops at his age.
Could it be something in the water?
You don't know how many times I've been asked this question. Might be not. Could be the lettuce, maybe not. Who knows?
Good choice, I'd say. Very observant.
Like shine. Could be the water.
I did wonder, didn't I, Gary?
Excuse me. What is that little thing there that is poking out of you?
What thing? This? Oh, that's nothing really. It's just a little sort of buckle thingy.
Yeah, most decorative. But unnecessary.
See? What did Jeremy say?
Now, let's forget all about the small talk and get on to the bigger business. Without your little camera thing there. So, cut price special for half an hour, I can offer you for $120. With French fries.
That's a good one.
I have another one for you. Vegan butchery in financial difficulty. He's trying very hard to get people to take interest and have a stake in his business. Get it? A stake in his business. Oh dear. Unfortunate. My prostate is beckoning. I must leave and go to the old man's thing in the sky. If you pay with cash, I give you a small discount.
We didn't pay, of course.
Well, nor you should have.
He's a moron.
So he didn't know whether it was too much lettuce or the water. Interesting.
I'm sorry I botched this up.
Oh, don't worry, it happens all the time.
Look, about this filming stuff. Gary and Jeremy are very protective of me, and I appreciate what you're doing to help. But I don't know how to say this. They think you're interfering. So, if you don't mind, I think it best if we just stop now and move on.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, please. If you don't mind.
Oh. I was getting quite fond of her.
So, where to from here, you reckon?
Dunno. Got any ideas?
No. I thought you were the ideas man.
You can be so helpful at times, George.
Do you want a game of chess?
Have you got a set?
No. I thought you did.
No. Mine's at home. Kate and I used to have some great games. Until that lecherous prick started laying his paws all over her. Ugh, what she sees in him is just mind-boggling.
Come on. Kate's not like that.
Stand-up comic. Stand-up comic, my ass. You know how we used to love to go dancing? And we were bloody good at it too. I reckon now she'll be doing the horizontal fandango with old SpongeBob's shaggy pants. Look, this film's really important to me, George. In so many different ways. I just want to thank you, mate, for all your help.
I'll switch off, shall I?
No, I'll snap out of it. Let's see if we can get some spiritual guidance. Maybe one of God's terrestrial servants can shed some divine light on the subject. Come on, let's go.
Rissol, you're a writer. Why don't you go home and do what you're good at?
Oh, the stairway to heaven, George. How appropriate, eh? What are you doing, George?
Focusing.
Come on, we're on holy ground here.
Oh, may peace and the abundance of the carnacle blossom be upon you, my brothers.
Bishop Lot, I presume?
Yeah, but I'm afraid if you're seeking to unburden yourself of your inner feelings, solace, it's my lunchtime.
Oh.
Would you like some? Mung bean and tofu. No salt.
No, thanks. No, look, we're actually here making a little film about the sanctity of the mentally unfit.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place. What about you? Would you like some?
No thanks.
I could rustle you up some chips.
No, I've eaten, thank you.
I wonder, are you aware of the fact that in your diocese there are quite a few people that unfortunately fit into this category?
Yeah, it's true. There are a few wayward sheep, a few six-packs short.
I wonder if you could give us an insight as to what you think may have caused these conditions?
Oh, I'd be delighted to. What with the climate change, pandemics, the fact that doctor's visits are now only 15 minutes, it's no wonder there are poor, unbenighted souls wandering aimlessly in the wastelands of Peckinsave and Queensgate, little knowing that a cure is but a bushwalk away, where the spirit nymph of the healing waters dwells. Are you getting the best side?
Are you getting his best side, George?
Which side's that?
Yeah, I think he is. He's a very good cameraman. Could you tell us more about the spirit nymph?
Yeah, I've seen her with my own eyes.
Oh, where was that?
Oh, up in the bush, at the cascading waters of redemption. Blessed be the birds and the bees in mutual embrace. Blessed be the odours of the forest. Blessed. Temptation, get behind me. Beware all temptations of the flesh. Oh, give in not. Give in not. It was one of the most spiritual experiences of my life. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, it's my wife. Bless us all. Don't mention the spirit nymph.
Keep rolling, George. Come on. Oh, good afternoon. Can I help you?
You're a gentleman. Are you from that religious program on TV? I suppose you've received an air bashing from my husband on abandoned souls.
No, not really.
When, of course, he should be at work.
Have you any idea what caused his conversion?
I thought that was obvious. He was drunk.
Really?
Archie's never shown any interest in religion before, apart from rugby and the TAB, of course. It hasn't been at all good for business. I mean, would you give a sermon with your potato fritters? Would you?
No, I see what you mean. Are you sure it's nothing to do with water nymphs?
Water nymphs? No. He was just pissed.
Oh.
Here, would you like to have a look at what I got him for his birthday? It's Ruru. Isn't she cute? She's gluten-free.
Oh.
I better go and warm her bottle.
Excuse me, you need to take the tag off.
What? What have you done? You've hurt her.
Oh, look, she just needs a brushing like that.
My poor wee darling. You've hurt her. Get that bloody thing out of my face. Brutes and murderers.
Peace. Peace be upon you, brothers.
I'll give you peace. And get that bloody frock off and go and fry some chips.
Time to roll the end credits, you reckon? Well, are you going to get in?
No. Just wait. I'm thinking.
Have you finished?
Finish what?
Thinking.
Yeah, I have. Follow me, George.
Oh, God.
How much longer?
The Cascade of Redemption, George. May as well have a nosy, see if we can figure out what the old bish was on about. We may as well investigate. I mean, this is what the movie's all about, isn't it? Hello? Hello? Bonjour!
Bonjour, it's nice to meet you again the other day, huh?
Likewise, yes. Camille, isn't it?
Yeah, that's moi.
You're
Camille.
practicing your swim aerobics?
Pardon? What?
Your swim...
Yeah, the swimming, yeah, that's
Yes.
me. And you're still doing the movie.
Oh, yes. It takes a little bit of time, eh, George? I want to ask you about this water.
Oh, yeah?
From what I understand, it can be very healing.
Healing? No. I do not do the healing. And also, I don't like the hills in here. And the other day, you'll never believe it, but there was a rat, you know, like a big souris, like a big mouse with a big tooth. And it was like floating along, complètement dead, like mort. C'est pas bien du tout, hein?
That doesn't sound very healthy,
no,
does it?
not healthy at all.
Have you been drinking this water?
No, not since the dead rat.
That sounds very tricky.
Oh, really? No, it's not good at all. Anyway, I'd love to stay, but I have to go. And good luck for the movie.
Thank you.
And I am really looking forward to seeing myself in it. Allez, au revoir. Hein.
I'll send you an invitation. Did you get all that?
Yes, I did.
Great.
Hey, something in the water, you reckon? Would you be happy with dead rat? Do you think they're all bottling dead rat water and drinking it?
I don't think so, George. Too obvious.
Really? Why?
Oh, instinct, George. My natural instinct. Now, on with the magical mystery tour.
I'm beginning to think you have no intention whatsoever of ever finishing this film.
Come on.
Ooh, that's a cold way to take a bath.
Give yourself a break, man. Go home.
You're right, we do need a break. We need an interlude. Give the audience a chance to catch up with what they've seen so far.
Which is?
And then keep them with us until we get to the nitty-gritty.
Which is?
Could you stop saying witches all the time, George? I mean, we need to spice things up visually.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is the right time. Look, just imagine me wandering along a lonely beach, wind in my hair, rousing music underneath, camera up above, following me thoughtfully.
Oh my God.
We'd need a crane, I think.
I haven't got a crane.
Well, what about one of those droney things?
And I haven't got a drone thingy either.
George, are we breathing the same air? I mean, use your imagination. Get a ladder.
Oh, look, I'm going to get some fish and chips. Do you want crumbed or battered?
The crumb, please.
I would have thought battered would be more appropriate.
Very droll, George, very droll.
Here.
Oh. Thanks. Mm. Can you get that bloody thing out of my face? What's the time?
I've no idea. Look, I've been thinking about your interlude.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bloody stupid idea. You'd look a dork.
Do you think so?
Anyway, this isn't an art film.
Well, nor are we making a film about my table manners, George. This was meant to be an incisive, probing documentary. So, turn the bloody thing off.
I thought you said film everything, warts and all.
Not warts. Oh, well, go ahead, shoot whatever you like. I'm telling you, George, I am going to delete all of this irrelevant stuff you keep shooting. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah. That's got to be a great white. George, I don't suppose that, there's any chance I could stay with you for a bit, is there?
You know that's not possible at the moment.
Yeah, right. Now, this bloke, George, is not someone you'd want to mess with. So, be ready to do a run.
What is that noise?
Hold on, camera's on the blink. I'm getting some sort of interference.
Hello? Is your father in?
What?
Is your father in?
No, he's next door. What are you looking for?
Oh, what about your mother?
She's busy.
I beg your pardon?
She's in the toilet. If you must know. What do you want?
Could you tell her we're here making a film for the health department?
Mum, there's someone here at the door.
That contraption of your father's, I can't turn the damn thing off.
Take the batteries out.
Good afternoon, madam. Russell Smite, and this is my cameraman, George.
I've told my press secretary no more interviews until the election's over. Go away, shoot.
Oh, no. We're here making a little documentary for the health department called Sanitation Today.
It's about sewage. My husband doesn't handle these matters anymore.
No, more on the cleaner side of things. I understand that your husband's quite an expert on the subject. In fact, would it be fair to say that he is a little overzealous at times?
Look, at the end of the day, that's strictly between me and my husband. That's all I've got to say on the matter.
I was just wondering, have you ever suggested to your husband that he sees a specialist?
Specialist? Kind of specialist.
A mental specialist?
That question is entirely speculative.
Oh.
Out of order.
I see. So the answer is...
Yes. That's actually counterfactual, Mother. In other words, bullshit.
Look, I'm running late for a cabinet meeting, so I'll need to get going. Don't let your father anywhere near the dog. I'll most certainly raise the issue regarding the state of the health services at the meeting today.
Okay, thank you. Cabinet meeting?
It's menopause or coffee, or both. It's gobby chops.
Sorry?
The shrink Dad and I saw. Gobby chops or something.
Not Gobnachop. Dr. Gobnachop?
Yes, that's it.
Really? I wonder, could you tell me what went on there?
Why?
Well, I could make it worth your while.
How?
Oh, George and I, we're thinking of making an action movie. You know, romantic, swashbuckling sort of thing. How would you like to be in it?
What makes you think I can act?
I just think you're a natural.
Ah, really?
Absolutely.
Do you think I'm stupid or something?
No. Of course not.
$30 and I might consider it.
$30? You've got to be joking.
Final offer.
I'd have to know every single detail. George, you got $30, mate?
A total waste of time.
What Mum said. It was Mum who persuaded Dad to see Mrs. Gobblechops, only because she said she'd divorce him if he didn't.
I'll give you 10 minutes. That's it.
Sit down. Oh, God help us.
When was the last time you had this place fumigated?
Dad has a hygiene fetish. It's an uncontrollable urge.
Would it terribly bother you if I asked you to sit down? This happens to be a consultation room, not a sanatorium.
Dad, it's clean. Just sit down.
My ass is clean. Bloody bacteria everywhere. Trillions of the little buggers.
Sit down. My mum sent you an email.
Oh, okay. What is your profession, Mr. Braun?
Excuse me?
Can you take the nose back down?
She means your mask.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a sewage inspector.
Was. He's been fired.
I wonder why. Well, let's have a look at this email. Dear Dr. Grobnichuk, I'm writing to you personally, since this is a private matter.
The husband that I once knew and loved has been inexplicably transformed into a germ-obsessed maniac.
Vermin-ridden mess. Needs good rinse.
Mum will flip her shit.
Disgusting. God knows what diseases are in here.
He insists we shower jointly several times a day, and at least once during the night.
I'm so exhausted, I'm falling asleep in my cabinet meetings. Cabinet meetings. Sounds like she needs a divorce lawyer, not a psychiatrist. Oh well, let's give this a go. Brian? Brian, look at me.
Hey?
Focus on the pen. You will go into hypnotic sleep. You will slip deeper and deeper.
Is she for real?
Right. Focus on the pen. Deeper and deeper. Brian, focus on the pen. So, when did these symptoms first become evident?
When I was first reborn.
What do you mean?
Well, I used to be Medusa. You know, the one with snaky hair, and then I was Joan of Arc.
The one that was burned at the stake, if I remember correctly?
Well, exactly. That's why I changed. Now I'm Helen of Troy.
Very classical.
Well, we're at the very tricky stage at the moment. Helen is still getting used to being me.
I guess you would have to. Look, I'm gonna refer you both,
Both?
your father here, to somebody who specializes in this sort of affliction. He is the absolute best of the very best, leading man in his field worldwide. Highly intelligent, amusing, superlative raconteur, discriminating connoisseur of fine wine and many other things. He is a man for all seasons, in every possible way.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I check your nails there for brucellosis?
So that's it.
What do you mean that's it?
So she reckons that this man for all seasons has the answer. I mean, from what I've heard, he's an absolute jerk.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you know?
Oh, a little bird told me.
Well, Mum's threatened to divorce Dad if he doesn't go.
Oh, tell me, Helen of Troy, when's your next appointment with the great doctor?
Tomorrow. Why? Speak of the devil, here comes trouble. He'll have you stripped and in the shower quicker than you can say fart.
Where's that dog? Oh, what's this about?
Oh, we're just doing a bit of a survey.
A film on health.
Yeah.
What the hell for?
Well, it's okay. We've got everything we need now. Thank you. And we'll be off. Come on, George.
Oh, hold on. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How are those teeth?
Whiter than white, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it. Now bugger off. Sanitise your bollocks. And yours. Phoenix, you've got to hose this dog down. I hate for it to get fly blowing.
Oh, Dad, not with the water blaster. Her hair will fall out.
It's fine. I'll use it on low. Janola, here you go. Janola.
Helen of Troy, what's the chance of you filling us in on what happens at your next appointment with the great doctor?
That'll be $60 this time.
$60? George?
I hope you're not putting this in your film.
No, of course not.
Then why is he filming me?
Oh, well, just for a record for my accountant. Right, here you go, 20, 40, 60. Now, I want to know every single detail. All the father needs is a spot of brain surgery, I reckon.
Good idea. I'll pass it on.
No, I was joking. Hey, I'll see you at the park tomorrow.
God, that girl's costing me a fortune.
Costing you a fortune? It's my money, Rissol, and I will want it back.
Oh, and you'll get it, George, you'll get it.
Oh, yeah. When and how?
Well, when the profits start rolling in.
Profits? What profits?
From the film, George. From the film.
What's the betting she doesn't turn up?
Trust, George. You've got to have trust. I'm off for a think. I'm going to sort through all the jigsaw pieces and see what's still missing.
Pull your pants up.
So what have we got so far? A couple of astrophysicists, a crazy granny, a boy who thinks he's a snail, half a synchronised swimming team, a fish and chip shop bishop.
Don't you mean a friar?
Oh, very droll, George. What else have we got? Oh, the crazy fanatical cleaner and Till of the Nun, or more commonly known as Helen of Troy.
Extortionist.
Oh, that's a bit rich, George.
And no leads from any of them.
Well, yet. Oh, speak of whom. How did it go?
What a weirdo.
Well, did he have any suggestions, cures, treatments?
Yes.
Oh.
And no.
What do you mean, yes and...
Hold your horses. You said you wanted to know everything, didn't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, when we arrived, my dad went into his usual cleaning frenzy. And, well, good old Dr. Fried Egg read Gobby Chops' love letter.
Love letter?
Let me finish.
My dearest Seggy, I thought I'd write a letter this time. It makes it so much more intimate. Mr. Braun is suffering from a compulsive septosterility condition, which I leave in your capable hands.
Oi! Oh, excuse me, please. Don't spray the spider in the corner. She and I go back a long way.
Not anymore, you don't.
Now, Regarding his daughter...
Huh? Where's the rest?
So I steamed open the envelope and I took the last page. About me.
Very sneaky. I suggest you put her on heavy medication and encourage her to revert permanently to the Medusa of one of her previous lives. Yours sincerely, Katrina. P.S. Please have no further concerns regarding the possibility of genetic disorders, since we're not related. With my fondest love, kiss, 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 kiss. Well, that sounds like a very professional relationship, doesn't it?
Strange. She never said goodbye. Normally she's such a thoughtful, sensitive, caring woman. Exotic, witty, beautiful, highly intelligent. The speaker of 45 languages. The perfect Renaissance woman.
Where did you say you were from exactly?
Austria. Yes, I am from Austria originally.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's from Austria. I don't suppose you know him, do you?
Well, we were never close, you see, because I live high up in the mountains in a small village, extremely remote, inaccessible by road. 2 houses and a long drop. It was a sheltered life, but a happy one.
What's with the accent?
Accent?
Yeah, you heard me. What's with it?
Nothing. There's nothing visit.
Sounds like your mouth could do with some sunlight soaping.
Okay, I'll come clean. Without the soap. The accent is purely to reinforce clients' expectations. Makes them feel like they're getting their money worth.
Not too much of that so far.
That's a bit disappointing. I'll endeavour to up my game.
And it got even more interesting after I told him about your suggestion.
My suggestion? I didn't make any suggestions.
Well, yes, you did. About my dad needing a brain op.
Oh, no.
Remember?
No, I was joking.
What do you want about?
Well, quite simply, we operate.
What?
Not a bad idea, Dad.
Over my dead body?
I sincerely hope not.
Listen, sport, if you think you're going to come within a million miles of me with those grubby mitts, you've sadly mistaken.
No, not me. I'm not qualified to wield the knife, except on bread. But, of course, it comes sliced these days. No, look, my goddaughter's studying medicine in Otago. She could give your front lobes a bit of a trim.
No. No one's going anywhere near my frontal lobes. Plus, I don't have any medical insurance.
Well, I'm sure she'd be prepared to discuss with you as a cut price terms, no?
It's worth a shot, Dad. Mum would be all for it.
Phoenix, not a word of this to you, Mother.
It's Catherine the Great.
Yeah. Come on. We're out of here.
So we've done toes, ankles. Well, we haven't done the brain anyway, but, don't worry, because I'm a really quick learner.
Fantastic.
I was just thinking, it can get a bit cramped in my flat. What with the 15 of us and only one bed? You don't suppose you could fly me up and I do the op at your place?
Excellent idea.
One more thing, though. I do think you better provide a bottle of gin. Unless he prefers to bite on a stick. I'll also need a rubbish bag. What for his bits and things. I would hate your cat getting into them.
Of course.
Brilliant. I'll jump online and book my tickets then.
See ya.
I was never serious.
Well, anyway, Mum's pulled the divorce card again on him, in case he does a runner. Listen, I really got to go.
This is terrible. Imagine what could happen.
How do you know she's here yet?
She was going to book the first available flight. I could just see the headlines now. Avant-garde film director responsible for man's gruesome death.
Oh, come on. How could you be held responsible?
But it was my suggestion, George, remember? This whole thing is just going to blow up in my face.
Oh, get real, Rissole. Do you honestly expect his family to agree to a student poking round in his brain?
They already have, George. And you're forgetting one really important fact. They're all wackos. And this so-called medical student is probably the wackiest of them all. I've got to stop it. I've got no choice. Well, come on, George. I have a sixth sense, right? Well, my sixth sense is telling me that something dangerously irresponsible is taking place. Now, at this very point in time.
If you say so.
I do say so. Now, get in the car.
You comfy, Dad?
No, not particularly. Just so we're clear, Jeter, I'm doing this for the long-term stability of our relationship, okay?
I appreciate that, darling. I really do. I can't wait for you to get better.
What the bloody hell is that?
Well, hopefully it'll make you impervious to pain, but yell out if not. This had better work, Mother.
Complete confidence in Saffron's abilities.
Thanks, Mrs. Braun. Although this is a bit of a leap in the dark for me.
Oh, great. That's good to know, isn't it?
Trust, Dad. You have to have trust.
Bugger trust.
Right, there's a lot of you. Give me your arm. All right.
Oh!
Bullseye.
Oh, bloody hell.
No pain, no gain.
Supposing we get there and you find there's nothing going on.
I'm not even going to bother answering that.
Yeah, well, you'll have egg all over your face.
What the hell? Oh, what the hell?
How are you feeling, darling?
Oh, pretty damn good so far. Bring it on.
I think you might need another jab.
Another jab? Yeah, that's a great idea. Lots more jabs. Jab, jab, jabbity, jab, 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 jab.
There's no more anaesthetic.
There's always this old standby. Top shelf stuff, this.
Just a little bit.
Go easy with that stuff. He's a teetotaler.
Go,
Not
Dad.
too much.
Go.
Brian, go easy.
He's emptied it.
Any more where that come from?
Port? Whiskey?
No, that's quite enough.
He must have the constitution of an ox.
I don't suppose you'd consider going to dinner with me later, would you?
Dad, go to sleep.
No pressure. Did I ever tell you that I once had a rabbit? It's pink and yellow, and I couldn't scrub it off. Then it died. It was in a bucket.
Oh, thank God. He's out. Right. X marks the spot. Okay. We're going in.
Oh, there's no bloody spear. Have you taken the spear?
Of course I haven't.
There's something fishy going on here, George. Somebody's got it in for me today. Well, there's nothing for it. We're just going to have to get an Uber.
What with?
With the cell phone, of course. What do you think?
Well, that's flat too.
Oi, mate, give us a lift. Nobody's going to stop with you waving that thing around, are they?
Well, I don't know. They may want a small part in the film. An extremely long film with no apparent end.
Just turn the bloody thing off, George.
Oh my God, he's got a head like concrete. Don't you think you should have tried the ear? It's a better way of getting in.
His ear? Who's doing this operation? Me?
I was only suggesting. Oh God, it's going right in.
I can't look.
Oh my God, I've just killed a man.
Where are you going? Risol?
Oh, jackpot. We're in. Phoenix, pass me that torch.
It's actually Catherine the Great. Can you see anything? You know, like grey matter?
Phoenix, how can you?
Oh, why don't you go outside? Or, I don't know, maybe go back to Parliament, Mother? I actually can't see much. Like, it's actually pretty dark in there.
Is it Mysteries of Sabrain?
His face has gone a weird colour. Harder! I am! Why don't you try mouth to mouth? I'm wearing a mask. You try. Are you joking? I'm his daughter. Mother, come on. He needs mouth to mouth.
I'd rather not in public.
Oh, for goodness sake. Come on.
I'm sorry. I think it's too late. I think we've lost him.
What do you mean, we?
Oh my God.
I mean, Mother, you were the one that was pushing for this.
You win some, you lose some.
There's no need for you to come, George. There's no way that this is going to end up in the movie. I've got to convince them I had nothing to do with this terrible tragedy.
You've stuffed up.
Well, it wasn't my idea, was it, Godfather?
Me? I was a mere messenger.
Well, it certainly wasn't my idea. How he looks so peaceful. Maybe we should clean him up a little bit. He would have liked that.
Today is a very sad, sad day. Today all God's creatures are in mourning. Mourning for a mighty log has toppled in our suburban forest. For Brian Braun was a pillar in the forest and a giant among sewerage inspectors. His legacy will live on forever in our subterranean drains. All his family ever wanted was for Brian to return back to normal and get his hands good and dirty again, but sadly that's not to be.
My dad has gone, he's passed away to a squeaky clean place on a heavenly holiday. We know he'll be cared for, we have faith that he's seen, that we all still do love him, either dirty or clean. We know whose idea it was, we know who to blame.
Go away.
Such a stupid suggestion. What a crime, what a shame. Dad was drilled and dissected, chopped up and infected. All for nothing it seemed. It has shattered our dream.
But just think of it, Brian's up there somewhere, wallowing in celestial butterflies.
It wasn't me. There's no one here. They've gone. Where's the grave? There's supposed to be a grave. I mean, it was right here. I know what they've done. They've moved it. Well, I'm not going to let them get away with this. I know what they're trying to do. Trying to get inside my head. Well, they're just too clever for their own good. But not clever enough. Not by a long shot.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going back to the beginning. I'm going to sort this out once and for all.
There's no need for any of this. It's over.
It's not over till it's over, George. And it's only over when I find the answer. And believe you me, I will find it.
There's only one answer if you really want to know. And it's you. You're the answer, Rissel.
What exactly do you mean by that?
What I mean is that you are as mad as they are. I'm sorry, but this is where I get off. You're on your own.
So you think I'm crazy, do you? Well, I'll show you crazy. I'm going to finish this damn film, come hell or high water, with or without your help, George.
You have to face it, Rissel. It's ended. I'm sorry.
I will finish this film. I will do it myself. Now, give me the camera. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Right. George? George! Oh, stop playing stupid bloody games! George! George! All right, here, have your bloody camera then.
It's a man.
One moment you were sitting around the breakfast table and the next moment you had vanished.
I have absolutely no recollection of that.
I was worried you'd gone off and done something silly.
Apparently I did.
No, I mean really silly.
I'm so sorry for dragging you through all this.
You're okay, and that's all that matters.
We're okay.
Oh, Bob Prosser called last night about the article.
Oh, God.
I said you're giving it the final touch.
Final touch? I haven't even started it.
He said they could give you 2 more days extension.
How am I going to write an article in a couple of days?
Sorry, darling. I have to go. Not quite sure how long it will take. Are you going to be okay?
I'll be absolutely fine.
And the children are coming over in the weekend.
Oh, great.
That'll be nice. Oh, and by the way, if this freeloading cousin of mine happens to ring, inviting himself to dinner again, tell him we have guests for the next 6 months. I'm sick of him drinking the liquor cabinet dry and telling us stupid jokes.
And I ridiculously thought you and he were...
What's that, darling?
I'll take great pleasure in informing him.
And when I come back, we could have a game of chess.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
friendly little mollusk, I leave a trail of slime. People call me Gary, and I'm never quite on time. My favourite food is lettuce, I eat it sun or gale, and that's not so surprising, 'cause I'm actually a snail. I had a special girlfriend, most people call her Shelley. She made my heart go on key, and my tummy turned to jelly. Though she didn't say much, she could be really sweet. When we were crawling foot and foot, she makes my life complete.